Hello guys, welcome to another one of my streams. So today we're gonna be doing Mythic Plus as always, but there's a small catch. We're gonna start without add-ons that we would normally would have in Midnight. So I basically turn off all my weak auras, and I'm using the edit mode from just the basic UI from WoW. It is very crude, I must say. They have to do a lot of tuning on this, especially because there are some add-ons. I mean, not add-ons, but some stuff that I can't track. For example, I want to track whenever I get Empyrean Power proc, but I can't with just Blizzard UI. But since we played Retribution Paladin for so long, I'm okay with it. I just know when it happens. But anyways, it's basically the same thing I have in weak auras. As you can see on my screen, this is my literally UI from Blizzard. There's no add-ons here, no weak auras, anything like that. The only thing that I'm using at the moment as add-ons are like things that are out of combat, for example, oh, actually I don't even have that, like the extra stats stuff. Literally just using UI, Blizzard UI, and I'm using details because, well, Blizzard is going to create their own details eventually for Midnight, so I'm just gonna keep details there so you guys can see the damage that we're doing. But anything else, we're not using DBMs, we're not using weak auras, we're just gonna go with what we have, just as natty as we can. So, and let's go and try to do some 16, 17 keys that we actually need. So I got a 17 key, but it's actually I have a 16 as Street of Wonder. It's just not good, we want to get the last 16 that we need, which is a priority of the Sacred Flame, to just start from there and get all 17s done after that. So let's just go and try to find one, So we're gonna chill and chat for a while, it takes a bit to get into keys, just to find a group. But this time we're streaming very early. You guys know me as a very late night streamer. I'm always on like 2 a.m. or something like that Eastern time. But today we are gonna stream a bit earlier. So let's put 16 to 17 and see what we get. With our score, we should be able to get into almost anything, I think. Like 34, 33 is on the edge of 17s and 16s. So maybe we get into some of these keys. Who knows? Just gotta try, Just gotta try. To be honest, I'm very happy about the changes that are happening in Midnight. I was not very fond of add-ons, like ever, I started playing this game in Warlords of Draenor at the end. And when I started the game, well, it wasn't a big deal, because I was doing like the last raids of Warlords of Draenor, they were very easy and no problems, But once I got into Legion, people started telling me that you need this weak aura, you need this add-ons, you need all those things. And I mostly ignored them, I didn't use weak auras until like Shadowlands, when a friend like told me, okay, you can make your UI better with this, and okay, that friend is very important for me, so I listened to him and I made weak auras, and I've been using them since then. But before of that, I barely used add-ons, and I did pretty well, I got mythic kills in like mythic halls, not halls of fame, but like mythic kills in Legion. I killed Gul'dan and all those things. So it is possible to play the game as a new player, since I kind of was a new player back then, without add-ons. And I'm happy that now they're gonna be just gone, because new players can approach the game and just use the tools that the game gives you and just play it, That's gonna be so fun. It's kind of annoying that we're sacrificing some things though, you guys, I haven't done the full complete video of the changes that Red Pally has gone. I told you guys some of those changes. One of the ones that I didn't mention was that Judgment is no longer going to be just Judgment. Hammer of Wrath is Judgment. It's just gonna, whenever something is lower than I think 20% health, it's just gonna morph into Hammer of Wrath. So you don't have to get 2 buttons for that ability. Which I guess it's fine, 2 keybinds for similar spells, because like Hammer of Wrath hasn't been important for so long. The execute damage it does, it's very weak. So I think it's just fine, you know. I think as Red Paladins were one of the specs that are just not gonna feel the changes too much. We already played like very simple. Now this is Resi, so maybe we can get into that. By the way, if you get ads, it's not me. It's on the automatic ad thing that is in YouTube. I just try to put it always in moderate. I don't want you guys to see too much ads in my streams. I don't really mind, you know. I just like you guys to see my content and stuff. That's also the main thing. I've never made like a tier system in my stream. Maybe I'll do it eventually, but I just like you to see my content, and that's fine with me. Anyways, let's try to get into these keys. These guys could really use a red pal, you know. Got Frost at Night, Destruction Lock, they got Lust. Let me whisper him. Actually, I'm gonna leave the queue and just re-queue again. Let's put that. Last for Resil, big damn. We got Resilient 16, we can just start pushing 17s easy. There's a lot of easy 17s that we can do. And as I said, this is literally the Blizzard UI. As you can see, it's basically the same as I have in my normal WeakAura UI. It's pretty impressive actually. Although there you have to do a little bit of you know, juggling to make it look like this. Especially because let me show you something. So this is the Blizzard UI thing. So these are my sessional cooldowns. So this is the cooldowns of Execution Sentence, Final Reckoning, Divine Toll, and Divine Hammer, you know. To make them go like this, you just put them there in session cooldowns. But to make your other cooldowns, for example, Judgment, Hammer of Wrath, and Wake of Ashes to go on the other side, you need another bar. But that doesn't exist in the regular essential cooldown. So you have to move all those to utility cooldowns, and then you can move them on the right side. And after that, you can track other stuff, like, you know, you crusade, your stacks of Hyler's Judgment. That's not Hyler's Judgment. It's a thing that gives you extra Hammers of Light. And then I also track Empyrean Legacy. That's basically what I did here. Now there's one thing that I have to change. Just a second. I like my divine hammers to be in the middle of the thing, so I'm gonna move them. Actually, no. Yeah, exactly like that. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, they're gonna appear on the 21st of October, by the way. Everything new with the turbo boost, with the exception of the extra eye levels, is gonna come on the 21st of October, which is my birthday, by the way. So it's gonna be a good day. Gotta get all those stuff. I'm actually really happy because of the what you call it, the Delve Trinket upgrade. So this Incorporeal Essence Gorger is incredibly good if you can hit it off something that's not an ethereal mob, because it's gonna give you your lowest stat, which for us it's versatility. So it's gonna give you like basically 12% extra damage just off the rip, no questions asked, whenever you use it every 2 minutes. So it's just a really good trinket, and I'm actually gonna use this thing instead of the one from the 4th boss of the raid. Even on Mythic, I think it's just better for us and how our damage works. Because the one from the raid only gives you critical strike and strength on use, which is good every 2 minutes, but we really need a strength because we're not a 2-minute full class, you know. We do a lot of damage every 2 minutes, but we have a bunch of damage in between, so I think the strength is gonna be better. So I'm gonna use this trinket and probably just a Solias, or maybe in dungeons where I don't move too much, the feather. Where is the thing? This astral antenna. A lot of people just use beast trinkets without thinking on actually how good they are. And I think antenna is so overrated. It's just a bad trinket because most of the time you're gonna miss the orbs in a lot of situations. You move a lot, you miss orbs, you don't get the extra critical strike. So I think it's just better to get trinkets that give you more reliable stats. For example, like Solias is just such a good trinket. I think I'm just gonna buy a Solias mythic if I don't get it in my box. So yeah, that's my plans for the next weeks. I'm gonna use Incorporeal Essence Gorger as my on-use and a Solia trinket for my passive one. Also, I'm gonna make a video, by the way, probably tomorrow at 9 a.m. it's gonna be, if not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, but to tell you guys which are the best builds to use in each dungeon, you know, specific builds to use in every dungeon. And I'm gonna talk about why they are the best ones, because I've been playing a lot and not every build is a build for Execution Sentence, for example. There are some dungeons where you use Final Reckoning and it's a lot better to use Final Reckoning because there are those places where mobs are deadly. Every mob has to die. It really depends on your stats, what you take on Solias. For example, for me, I take Critical Strike for Solias. I want to have, okay, so my baseline stats when I'm in a Mythic Plus dungeon is 43, 27, 48. Like 43 critical strike, 27 haste, and around 48, 49 mastery. That's what I like to be around. And it's pretty balanced because I've done a lot of simulation with the full dungeons, and it's the one that tells me that I'm kind of in the middle. I also don't fully listen to that because I also want to, you know, that some stats are better for certain situations. For example, a lot of mastery is better for single target. Critical strike is better for AOE mass pulls. So you gotta find like the in between. So I really recommend what I'm saying. You know, 43, 27, 48 something mastery is fine. Versatility, whatever you can get there. Okay, let's try to get into other keys because it seems we can't get into a 16. Oh, there's no priorities. Is there anything else that we can do? Maybe I got a 16, so if I do 16 we can re-roll. So let's try to get into stuff. Gambit. Do I have a Gambit? I have a Gambit and Solias. Not Solias, Echodome. I think we can get into 17s. Like, people are so full into meta comps, it's kind of annoying. Hard to get as a red pally into something. Also, there's not many people playing because of the turbo boost. Not the turbo boost, the Legion remix. I played the remix, but you know what? I got burned out really fast. Mostly because I already have everything from Legion. I'm missing a few mounts, but that's pretty much it. And I have already all the bronze I need to buy those mounts because I played that expansion so much. And that Mythic Plus is not the same, you know. There's so overpowered builds, and yeah, I know it's a fun mode, but it doesn't feel well that you're trying builds and everyone's doing like 10 times your damage. So there's no balance in the game. It's just kind of annoying. So I already kind of got bored of the Legion remix pretty fast. Yeah, let's go into this floodgate. Who knows? Maybe we get in. We don't need it, you know. By the way, we don't need these keys. We just have to re-roll ours. Yeah, we can actually do the streets that we have. Let's start with a warm-up key, you know. And Downbreaker 17 sounds pretty good. Hulls, okay. Hull 16. And I use this to re-roll our key. Maybe we get a priori. We got 1 in 8. So we're rolling against the odds. But Hulls is a good warm-up. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm sorry I haven't been streaming a lot these days. I really wanted to stream that last day. I said I was gonna do it, but uh, you know, I went on a date and it went really well for a few days. It was good. I'm happy. Anyways, let's keep going. What's our group? So we got a Death Knight, a Monk Tank, and a Shaman. Okay, so we got Lust. We just need a range, I think. Any range would be fine. Preferably, I guess, Hunters, because their damage is just good. Even though they got a nerf this week. Oh yeah, by the way, I got a weapon, finally. You can see it here. It's a Fatebound Crusader. It's actually the best weapon you can get as a Red Pally, I think. A lot of crit and some haste, so you can build around that. Mythic weapon is huge, so we're happy about that. So let's, this is a Halls of Atonement, so we're gonna go with the, Final Reckoning build for this place. There's a lot of mobs that I want them to die like fast, like everything. Everything dies fast, so I need that. We don't need that much single target damage, although it doesn't hurt on some places. I just like Final Reckoning more than Execution Sentence, so we're gonna use that. It's a 16, we shouldn't need that much damage. We also have a Death Knight here, so I'm guessing they do a lot of damage, so we're fine. Also a good time to test out our UI, you know. I've been playing with this UI for a bit, like for a few days since the patch, but it takes a bit to get used to, since weak auras like are a bit more flashy. I can't, for example, make the icons disappear on the left side. I don't think you can see my cursor, but I can't make them disappear. So I have to just grade them out with the basic UI, which is fine, you know, but I'm guessing bliiz is gonna make a lot more options for we can do that in the next expansion. So I'm very hopeful, you know. I'm a very happy person if no add-ons exist in the game. Okay, let's turn down the music so we can focus on the game. That's one thing, for example, that you can't do with without add-ons. Without add-ons, you can have music in the background because you need like listen to what's happening in the place. Oh, by the way, with my stats, I'm gonna use a Flask of Mastery, and I'm gonna find someone with Critical Strike. So probably this guy. No, this guy's Mastery. Okay, that guy's crit. Nice. Okay, got crit, Mastery, refresh our rune. Where's our oil? And finally our food. Okay, let's go. 16 Halls of Atonement. Should be pretty easy. To be honest, the only place I'm worried here is the third boss, mostly because people mess up the ghost, you know. The ghost has to go to the pillar, and if it doesn't go there fast enough, it messes up for everyone else. Okay, that guy says 1 moment, please. So we wait. We're chilling. Oh, that's a feast. Oh, that's a hearty feast. Actually, we don't want that, because that's the main stat feast. That's trash for us. If you want to use food, I recommend using this food, by the way. The marinated tenderloin. That's the best food you can use as a red pally if your stats are correct. You know, you got a lot crit, you got some haste, so you're missing a bit of mastery and verse. You want the marinated tenderloins. You're not losing any stats with those. And they're actually very cheap, so recommend using those. Okay, let's do this. Wait for the ready check. Do we have anything that we're missing? Let me check talents. Everything looks fine. Oh, by the way, you can find the talents I'm using down in the description of the video. The weak auras that I use are still down there. I'm not using them though, because no add-ons, you know. The only thing I'm using at the moment as an add-on is the details, but that's mostly because I want to show you guys damage, you know. And also Blizzard is gonna make a details of their own for midnight, so that's gonna be there. Other than that, It's literally Blizzard UI. Okay, let's go. It is time.
Three, two, one.
Hopefully the hunter knows that he has to take care of the range mob, so we don't explode eventually. And I give a little tab on these guys to get some holy power. And then run. Focus the big guy. I really wish that Imperial Power was trackable with the Blizzard UI. I'm blind here. Stop that thing. Damn, we're dying, man. What the hell? Why is this pack not dead? This pack is lasting very long. Kill it, kill it. I have to use 30 seconds of these here. Kinda dumb. Okay, where are we going now? Oh, we're going downstairs. Perfect. We need 12 seconds. Ooh, that looks bad. I actually need 10 seconds more. Stop that. 5 seconds. 5 seconds, guys. Okay, we can go. Take that. Maybe a spell. A block. I'm gonna block. I'm gonna stay and run. Good. Hunter's there. Pick that. We gotta use cooldowns here. 1 minute seconds. Finish up the bag. Not ideal. Gotta use them. I'm not really a fan of the graying out of cooldowns whenever I use them. I rather them disappear normally. You know, on the left of my screen you have the number there, but I would just rather just disappear. I don't know. It's like something psychological in me. You know? I use 30 seconds these here. Defensive, ocean, heal. I think I'm dead. I'm alive. I did heal a lot. That. In a few seconds. 5 seconds for all my CDs. everything. We send bubble. Because we're scared. Healer is not having a good time, you know. One thing that I noticed with the change of Addons to the Blizzard UI is that my FPS has been a lot higher. I don't know why, but it has been a lot higher. So we got 30-second cooldowns now. Gotta use them as fast as possible. Oh, he's doing this sprout. Interesting. He's not a prot pally though, which means that he doesn't have all the kicks. We're gonna use 30 seconds and then we're gonna wait. Oh, I'm dead because of aggro. Nice. That's good. We needed to die there. We have cooldowns plus 1 minute CDs coming up, so should be fine. Still lit, like super alive. So offensive and this is a very annoying pack to do this non-pally. Actually, I think he copied this route from someone else. You don't do this route unless you have like all the kicks. And I can do one of them, but I can't do more than that. Okay, fine. Let's go. Wasn't bad. Only I died, I think. And we got 2 deaths. We gotta move. I'll get the next kick. I'll watch that obliterator. It's mine. Kick. Nice. Just move it. I'll focus this one. Actually, no. I'm just gonna wait. Okay, this is a very ballsy pull. I think I'm dead. I'm just gonna do damage as much as I can. Maybe I can like life steal it. Kick something, I don't know what. Kick one thing. I have nothing, so I'm gonna explode you. Goodbye, friends. Never mind, I'm alive. One thing I don't like about the Blizzard UI is that it does that like blinking. Like it blinks a lot, you know. It's so bright. Like you can see it on the right side of my character. And I get it whenever I get like Wake of Ashes, and then I get Light. It just glows so much. I think they have to give us a form of UI to swap all those things. I'm gonna save my sleeves. I think you can move. Yeah, that's the correct move. I'm gonna get this collector because I think the collector, and he has aggro, I think. Okay, cooldowns, 1 minute sleeves. And after that, we're gonna wait 20 seconds for our hammers, divine hammers, which are gonna be a passive next expansion, so you don't really have to worry about those anymore. Blizzard is making the game so easy that probably a monkey can play it. As you can see, the Blizzard UI is not bad. It's just a bit underdeveloped. It needs a bit more customization, but for the most part it works. I can see my CDs. They're coming back in 8 seconds because a bigger cooldown has more importance. And I'm topping the damage, so pretty good. Let's say, how is overall from there? 13k overall at the moment, by the way. pretty good. I think we're gonna use these as fodder for funnel damage, which is gonna be a good thing in the next expansion for Red Talons. Yeah, the homies are not doing damage. What the hell? I think this is for funnel, but the problem is we don't really have classes that funnel damage. I know DKs do funnel, but this guy doesn't seem to be doing a lot of that. Actually, he did. I'm lying. He's doing good damage. It's nice that we're gonna have some funnel damage on the next expansion as Red Pallys. Normally our damage profile is very simple, you know, we press AOE buttons, we do AOE stuff, you know, good stuff. Press AOE stuff, we do AOE stuff. But with this change, you know, where we have Final Reckoning and also Execution Sentence at the same time, it's gonna be very interesting how we play the game. Maybe that's gonna be like the skill expression part of our game. If your group knows when to like funnel mobs into you so you get a bigger execution sentence. Because think about it, like 10% of 20 mobs into your main target. That's pretty huge, you know? 10% of all the damage you do in 20 seconds to your main target. I'm just gonna use this. And then I'm gonna wait a few minutes. Actually, I messed up. Or did I? No, actually I did. Yeah. 17 seconds and I have cooldowns. So this build is not very good for Scimitar, but as I was saying, you know, next expansion, funnel is gonna be good for us. 1 second, I need holy power. Send it. Still have hammers up. Still have hammers up. Oh man, we lost hammers. It's pretty good hammers. 24 seconds. We're gonna use CDs to finish up this mob. We have 1 minute stuff for the next pack, which is one of the dangerous packs. To be honest, I think they could have done better with instead of a big execution sentence, they should have just brought back what you call it, Sanctified Wrath. I don't know why they didn't do that. It's just a more clean spell, you know. Let's wait for mobs to come. Everything here. Okay, I think everything's here. Let's send it. Ooh, alive. Huge damage from the hunter. Pretty good, pretty good. Impressive. Yeah, he destroyed me into the gate there. Gotta be honest, I have no idea what hunters do, even to this day, with Black Arrow and all those things. I'm gonna kick this, and let's use all the cooldowns now. I think it's our turn. use double defensive and kick the next one. Next kick is mine. Alright. People are not like focusing down the casters. Okay? They should be dead. Nice. Kill the casters, kill the casters. That's my motto always. Kill the casters. In PvP or in PvE, it's basically the same thing. Always kill the casters. Now we wait. That mob has to become... That thing has to become stone. Come on. Go away. Shoo shoo. There it is. Let's go. Okay, this key is free, by the way. Like, mega free. Hang on, I'm just gonna send cooldowns here. Kind of annoying that it doesn't track Final Reckoning. It only tracks Execution Sentence with Place UI. I feel this discrimination against, you know, AOE players. Mostly it's because of the way Final Reckoning works compared to Execution Sentence, you know. Hard to track. Just multi-target debuffs for the UI without weak auras. Don't worry, I'll do damage in 15 seconds. The next round of imps is mine. Also, hopefully the next round of the AOE. Okay, this is mine. Fine. Yeah, nice. We can just do the ratio healing thing. Cooldowns back in 2 seconds. Just gonna do one side now. Actually, two sides, nice. In higher keys you want to use just one side so it can explode because of the imps. Cooldowns back in 4 seconds, at least 1 minute sequence. Let's send them. Mine. Bubble. Actually, red paladins are going to be really good next expansion, mostly because we have so much utility, but we still have some skill expression. We haven't lost our utility. Actually, we gained a lot of it. It is passive, yes, but still, having a red pally is going to make it a lot safer for your group to do a lot of stuff. You guys have like an AOE Blessing of Sacrifice at all times, so it's gonna be a lot safer. He says in. Okay, let's go inside. Where's my cooldowns back? 10 seconds. Okay, we wait. That guy's dead. We can release. It's behind us. I'm using a small defensive just in case. Cooldowns are up. I don't know you guys, but I like this Blizzard UI. Fine, you know. It's not overcomplicated. Shows you your spells and stuff. We're gonna take these, right? Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay, this is very risky. If it pays out, it's huge. So I'm gonna focus down on the Obliterator and this hopefully it dies, you know. Stun this. Yes, we got it. Got 2 circles, huge. Double the value. These just are 10 seconds piece. It's good. All good now. Everything's dead. Good. We're fine here. As long as we do our post fast, we should be fine before the last pillar appears. Once we're back, we need 3 holy power. Got it. Well, away from the guy that has a circle so they can actually hit it. Yeah, it's only 50%. Move, move, my dude, move! Homie's not moving. Okay, he moved. You gotta be really sure of where the ghost is. It's not on me. It's on the main tank. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, next one is gonna be rough. Healer's gotta heal now. Yeah, this one's gonna be rough, guys. No, no, never mind. It's here. It's me. It's me. It's me. Okay, I got it. Got it. We're gaming. We can manage that. Next one is gonna be easy as well. This pillar should be appearing fast. Yeah, there it is. Chill. Lay hands. Got 7 minutes actually, that's pretty low. Uh, 2 minutes for mini boss, 4 minutes for boss. Yeah, we're fine. It's here. I need space. Perfect. Nice. Offensive. Damage here. Actually, I'm gonna use 30 seconds, please. Finish it up, and we're gonna wait for this mob to give us the buff. Then we're gonna do our damage. We have a lot of time, so we should be fine. Oh, he's in this. Interesting. We should be doing the after this. We need 5 holy fire. It should be now. Display of power. And now let's send everything back. Pusing. We don't need bubble. Semi-bubble. Homies didn't have too much damage, but we do, so we're fine. Gonna wait for the buff again. I think we can finish it out in this one. Way of power. Send it. Potion. Still alive. Oh man, we need more damage. Single target damage. I'm literally hitting the boss. That's that it. Okay, I'm just gonna send everything I have. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Heal me, heal me.
Of your boorish presence.
Heal, heal, heal. I got 2 things on it. Yeah, we gotta kill them before we the boss. 5 minutes is more than enough. Nice. Yeah, these guys didn't have like single target damage. These guys were full pad. Movement's back in 10 seconds. Gotta wait.
I am losing my patience.
Movements are back. Send them. That's the only thing I hate. I can't track my MP and power prompts, which is very annoying for keeping up with this divine hammers, you know. Let's wait. Let's move out. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm gonna soak. Side. Very double. Double soak. Huge. Huge value. Actually, not too much value. It was a little more valuable than Shaolin. You got it, you got it. Our monk friend is very stressed. I don't blame him. Full master back in 7 seconds. I forgot to use my divine toe. What the hell? I'm stupid. I swear I pressed it. Not too bad though. Just a few judgments. Let's move out. Full master back. 11 seconds out here. I got it. People will get nervous whenever they see the line. Okay, pull us back again. Let's send it. Should be the last one. 1 minute more than enough. I think I did like 8 million DPS. That's my guess, maybe. Yeah, this boss is pretty juicy, man. Come on, kill it, kill it. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, like I said, 9 million DPS. Pretty good, I think, in this place. Probably had more. Kind of messed up a bit my UI. See if we get something with avoidance. No avoidance, Satch. Let's swap our key. I need give me priority of the sacred flames. Come on. Damn it! It's not Rakara. It was fun though. It was fun. We're testing UI and all those things. Let's put GG's in the chat. And now let's go back to I was gonna say Boralos, but Dornogal. 9.2 million. That's pretty good. I want to see my damage breakdown. Wait, did I use Solias on someone? Only 44%. Who took it off? What the hell is happening? Okay, I need a confirmation. That's it. Does Solias go out when someone dies? Because whenever I'm in raid, I just put it on someone. It's on for like 1 hour. But whenever I put it in someone in Mythic Plus, if he dies, it just goes away, and I have to like re-put it. I basically play that key with like 2% less damage because of this. Someone like took away my Solias, maybe. I don't know. So weird. So I should have done like 9.5% million or something here. Pretty good damage. Hammers and Empyrean hammers were even, meaning that if this means that if a Final Reckoning is good for this place, it just makes Hammer of Light do so much more. If you didn't know, by the way, Final Reckoning works fully on Hammers of Light. Let me put some music on, just so I explain it better. Okay, so Hammers of Light is a Holy Power Spender, you know. Normally, AOE Holy Power Spenders only get 15% of the damage from Final Reckoning, you know, instead of 30. But Hammer of Light is a special type of Holy Power Spender, which makes it get always the 30% boost, meaning that it's a really good AOE and single target spell in places where there's no more than like say 10 targets at a time. So it's just really strong. That's why I have like 21 million crits on Hammers of Light and stuff like that, just because of Final Reckoning. You are sacrificing a little bit of single target, but I think it makes up for it in AOE. We beat the two meta classes, and these guys are basically the same eye level as us, so I think we're pretty good if you play red at a decent level. Oh, by the way, there's one talent that I also wanted to talk to you guys about, and this is one that I preach a lot, and a lot of people don't listen to me, and this is Imperial Legacy. Yes, I know this talent doesn't seem a lot impressive, just at baseline, but it gives you 2 seconds more of divine hammers when you use your cooldowns and when you press this button, you know. So normally you can get up to 4 seconds extra of divine hammers with this, which means that you're gonna get an extra maybe hammer of light on top of it. So it's gonna give you around 6 to 8 seconds extra of divine hammer duration because you're taking this talent. So if you read this talent, read it like this: Judgment empowers your next single target holy power ability to automatically activate Divine Storm with 25% increased effectiveness and increase the duration of your divine hammers by 8 seconds. That would be the exact correlation with this talent if you use it correctly. This is mostly because a lot of people don't use it very well and it sucks. But if you use it correctly, you're gonna boost the power of your divine hammers by a lot, giving it a lot of extra duration. And it's going to surpass things like, for example, Searing Light, which is very RNG, and I really don't like it. It also doesn't scale with anything we have in our kit. The Searing Light damage, the only thing that scales off is radiant damage and wings, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't do anything else. It doesn't scale with like percentage damage from Holy Power Spenders or anything like that. So I really don't like it. Even though in simulations it's better, in real life situations it is pretty bad. By the way, it's not a good talent. It sucks in single target as well. But Imperial Legacy is really good in both AoE and single target, especially in AoE damage. but it also does some work in sync. So yeah, I recommend using MP and Legacy and this build for certain dungeons, which, well, I'm gonna make a video on that, you know. Some dungeons I'm gonna tell you guys to do this build, some dungeons I'm gonna tell you to do the other build, you know, which is the normal execution sentence build. And I'm gonna explain why I do that. So now let's go and do, okay, let's first try to find a priority of the Circuit Flame, because we need that, you know. 16 priority. Looking for, this guy's also looking for one. I mean, why would someone give him a priority just because he's a tank? Ah. Okay, since there's only one, let's just look for every key. By the way, a small tip. If you don't want to see like want to sell advertisements, just put 1 here. Minimum Mythic Plus rating, just put 1. And then put, let's say, 16 to 17 here. And then put just 1 there and just filter, and you're never gonna see want to sell ads again, because the guys that sell keys are like level 1, and so they don't have rating. So that's a way to purge your list from sellers and stuff. To be honest, I'm glad just to game today, you know. I like to push score, but I'm down to just do keys for the fun of it. Would be nice though to push some stuff on 17 though. Anything but Gambit and Aldani. So let's try to get into this House of Atonement. Okay guys, I'm gonna take a small 5-minute break. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I'll be back in a second. Enrico, I'll be back and I'll answer your question. Just give me those 5 minutes. I'll be right back. I have been with my mic muted. Thanks, man, for reminding me. Okay, so as I was saying, I would not recommend to get critical strike on your gear, you know, so your gear should be mostly a mix of haste, mastery, and critical strike. But what you should be getting critical strike is on stuff that is extra from the gear. For example, I recommend people to get this Incorporeal Essence Gorger once we get on the 21st of October, because you can buy this as a heroic item level from a vendor just off the rip, and it gives you your lowest stat, which is normally going to be versatility, and it's gonna be like around 14% extra damage pure from versatility, which is really good with the other stats that we have. You know, we have a lot of haste and crit, so it's gonna be really good. Also, your haste is a bit low, man, by the way. 20% haste is just, I think, too low. You can't maintain a really good amount of like divine hammer duration with 20% haste crit. I mean haste stats. I think you should get around 25-ish% haste is what I recommend getting. And then after that you get as much crit, mastery, and then burst as you can get, but you need some haste because you want to maintain those divine hammers spinning as long as you want, and if your global cooldown is too high, you're gonna drop them very, very fast. So yeah, that's my take on your stats, Enrico. What's your other stats, by the way? I can't help you with that at the moment. You know, we're chilling here, waiting for queues and stuff. Let's look for priorities. Just let me know what's your other stats. Maybe I can help you like personally. $38 crit, 20 haste, 50. Okay, so your mastery is too high. Your crit is a bit low. I recommend getting around 40% crit, you know. You want your haste to also be baseline around 25%. You don't want your haste to move up and down. That's the only thing I really recommend a lot of Red Pally players. Don't make your haste variable. Your crit, your mastery, your versatility can be variable, but your haste has to be an unmovable stat. You want a specific amount of haste to make your rotation work, because if not, it feels weird at times. You know, you have low haste and you have high haste, and it's weird. So yeah, I recommend you move a little bit of your mastery to crit up to you reach like 40 to 41% critical strike. Move a bit of your mastery till you reach around 25% haste, and just after that keep whatever mastery you have. Yeah, that would be my best approach there, because we want a lot of critical strike. We scale with critical strike very well. Like 40, I think, is like a pretty golden number for us at the moment. Let me know how it goes for you with those changes, you know. Should be easy. We have so much access to a lot of gear these times. Okay, let me try to find a key now. Man, we can't get into a priority. There is no priority 16s here. There was a lot of them early on in the day, but no more today. That's all? That's literally all the keys on 17s? There's very little people playing the game, I guess. Let's try to get this floodgate. If not, I guess I'll do my Arakara, you know? Arakara 16. Just for the game. For the love of the game. No problem, Enrico. I'm here to help. Oh, by the way, if you use this flask of alchemical chaos, it's good in simulations, but in real scenarios, it normally fails a lot because your stats are moving so much every 30 seconds that it sometimes feels weird. I just don't like this flask. Even though it gives you technically more DPS, I think it just reduces it for the most part. So just pick a flask, you know. If you need mastery, pick mastery. If you need haste or crit, pick one of those. Just don't go with random stuff. I think consistency is the most important part of a Retribution Paladin. If you can consistently do your damage, you're gonna be great. There's so little people playing the game, man. Like, I'm looking for every single dungeon, and there's only like 5 dungeons in the whole region. What the hell? Do I have to go play Legion? I got bored. I got bored really fast of Legion. It's not like Legion Classic. If there was Legion Classic, I would play the crap out of that. But like Legion Remix is a fun mode, you know. Sorry, my cat was trying to like lay on my lap, so she got in front of the microphone. So yeah, Legion is like a fun mode. There's not much like balance in between classes, and it's kind of annoying because a lot of the talents that you get like are really fun and interesting, you know, but the one that's everyone playing is the chaos one. The one where you drop infernals and all those things, and it just makes it so the meta is like currently, like 5 tanks use that talent. Kinda boring, you know. So I got fed up of the Legion Remix a bit. I'll probably go back to it like in a month or something like that. Because I don't really need most of the you know, the things that it's offering. I played Legion so much that I think I have almost all the the toys and mounts. I'm missing like the 2 Infernal mounts from Mythic Nighthold, and I think the one from Argus, and that's pretty much it. And like some random horse and like worm mounts, and that's pretty much it. Let's try to get into 17 Gambit, you know, just for the love of the game. If we don't get into it in, let's say, 3 minutes, I'm gonna go and just do my own key. We don't get much of my key, but we get to play the game, you know? Yes, Charlie, I'm back, I'm here. Oh, there's a server restart in 9 minutes, guys, by the way. What the hell? I didn't know that. So we're gonna chill a bit. Okay, so I guess we just chill and chat, guys. So ask any question you want. I'll answer it for now. You know, 9 minutes for restart on the server. So we just gotta chill for now. Kind of annoying. They've been doing a bunch of restarts these days, you know. I know, like Legion Remix is important for them, but kind of annoying. We can't play the game at the moment. We just have to wait. I've been thinking about playing League of Legends, you know, and stream that to you guys. I don't know if you want that, you know. I'm a good League of Legends player. I'm around like Plat 1 to Emerald, but I'm not a pro, you know. I'm just a guy. I do play Swain though, which is like a weird champ to play for a paladin, I guess. I do like Swain though. Yeah, I like the Noxus like atmosphere more than the Masha atmosphere in League of Legends. You would think it would be the opposite because I'm like a paladin player, you know. Oh yeah. Don't Enrico, don't use the haste enchantment for weapon. Use the mastery. Yeah, use the mastery or crit one. You don't want your haste to be variable. That's the most important thing that I say to most people. Your haste has to be something stable. You don't want your haste to be a variable stat, because it makes your it makes your global cooldowns like shorter. So having that as a baseline, so you know when to press a button, so you build a muscle memory, is very important. Other stats don't really matter that much because they're just percentage damage increases. So yeah, just swap the enchantment to get mastery and move stats from your gear or even your flask of choice, so your haste is stable, at around 25%. You're gonna see changes as soon as you do that. I'm very sure of that. So yeah, I was talking about League of Legends. I've been talking about a lot of things, to you guys, to play other games and stuff, but I haven't actually done it. I just feel so comfortable playing like World of Warcraft. But I think I'll show you some like League of Legends content. It's just such a toxic game. But if you see stuff on my channel, it's gonna be like guides on either Sion or Swain, because like I said, I love that aesthetic, the Noxian aesthetic. And we got 5 minutes for server restarts. Unfortunate. Gonna be here, by the way. I'm gonna still be here, just gonna wait for the servers to come up. Oh, by the way, Enrico, I'm using Stormbound Artistry, so the mastery enchantment for weapon. By the way, the Blizzard UI doesn't feel bad. It feels just a tad incomplete. I would really like to have a Empyrean Empyrean Power tracker. Just be under that, for example, Judgment that you see on my screen. But other than that, it's literally the same thing I use on WeakORS. Obviously, I would like to make it so that instead of just being grayed out when I use a cooldown, it just disappears from my screen. Because that's how I'm like wired to play the game, When I press a cooldown, I want it to be out of my screen. And when the comes back, I know it's there. Okay. 3 minutes for restart. Hopefully after that we get some keys done. Anyways, we did pretty good damage on that Oz of Atonement. I didn't check the duration of my hammers. Let me check. Should be 20 to 19%, 18, kinda low. Normally I get 20-21% uptime on those hammers. By the way, if you have this ring, it's not useless, by the way. This one, Band of Shattered Souls. So it protects you from cosmic damage, which means it's holy, nature, arcane, and I don't remember what else, but those 3 types of damage are very used in most of the dungeons, In almost any dungeon you're gonna get a lot of value from this ring because it gives you a bunch of shields. It's basically like a horseman, what you call it? There was a legendary in Legion that gave you a big shield. I don't remember the actual name now, but it's really good, so it gives you a decent amount of healing. We can check here on my stuff before we get the reset of the servers. So healing done. I did 5% of my healing, which is like 3 lay on hands. Okay, so it's okay. It just gives you some extra passive defensives. My other option though is pretty decent as well. I can get this Ring of the Panoply. It has 1500 avoidance, which is like 2% less damage on AoE stuff. Pretty good ring I have. Maybe I'm gonna use this eventually, you know. But for now, it's just there. Okay, 1 minute for reset. It's time, guys. It is the time to say goodbye for a few minutes. I'll be here, by the way, after the reset ends. Okay, 1 minute, guys, 1 minute, and it's gone. It's the end of the world of Warcraft. Actually, 30 seconds. Yeah, I was wondering why there was so little like keys going on. Actually, is there any key going on at the moment? Maybe there are some people that are not. Yeah, look. There's some people that don't know there's gonna be a reset. let's join a key, you know. Maybe we get in and okay, rip the servers. Yeah, we gotta wait. Yeah, I'm 719. Yeah, I'm also crest capped at the moment. To be honest, I would be higher eye level. The thing is, I didn't plan out my crest too much. The screen's gonna go blank for a bit. I'm gonna go relog from the original menu. Next week I get 720 and I can actually get the discount for my alts. It's so annoying that my main was the one that got like a mythic weapon at the last, you know. Like all my mains had mythic weapons since week 3, I think. But my main, I mean all my alts had mythic weapon, but my main just got it this week. I just gotta wait for a bit. It's just the rolling restarts that Blizzard is making. They've been having a lot of problems with servers since the launch of Remix. Mostly it's because they share the same type of space with normal servers, you know? But just in their bubble. Because they have to be able to transfer those characters into normal retail. So it's kind of weird. They have to like juggle that problem. What a day to try to stream. Come on, come on. Go green so I can actually press the button. By the way, it's always the big servers that get hit the most, you know. Storm Rage, Area 52, probably Illidan is also gonna be down. Or is it? Let me check. No. Oh yeah, there's a ton of servers down at the moment. Illidan must be here, so Illidan's down, Area 52 is down. Yeah, every big server is down. So it's good, it's good, it's good. Just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. I do think I'm gonna start streaming other games, you know. I wanna branch out to other stuff. I do really wanna stream League of Legends, so I can like show you guys my gameplay and all those things. I think it's fun. Also, I'm not toxic, so that's also a nice thing, I guess. I've been saying I'm gonna do it a lot of times in the past, but I haven't, so maybe I'll do it this time. Yeah, it's okay, Spider Cat. We'll get back in. It's just like I pick like weird days to start to stream, like when something special happens. I didn't know they were gonna do this. But once we get in, we're gonna just plow those keys, man. Yeah, actually, League is free, so they kind of have a bit more leeway on those things, you know? Lag and bugs and stuff. Well, for example, WoW doesn't have that much because we have to pay a sub and all those things. Like League is a bit more free, I guess, you know, free to play and stuff. Although they do have to keep their rank competitive thing, right? You know? Which I guess it's why they can't have like DDoS attacks and all those things affect them. Although there wasn't a DDoS attack last night, by the way. Last night and the night after that, a lot of people were just disconnecting. I played it because I couldn't get into Legion Remix. Okay, servers are up. Let's go. Anyways, I'll play League when that time comes. But for now, let's keep playing WoW. Come on, get me in. Let me in. It's probably gonna kick me out. I should actually just Alt F4 and get on again. Okay, I'm gonna give it 30 seconds and then I'm gonna Alt F4. It's mostly because of my server, you know. Storm Rage is just such a big server and so many people are there, so everyone's trying to squeeze in at the moment. Probably gonna kick me out. Oh, I'm out. Character not found. Damn. Let's try it again. Oh, you got into Remix. Yeah, it's probably sending a lot of people to Remix at this point. I just want to play the normal game. Come on, let me in, let me in. I want to play some keys. I would play some keys in the remix. The problem is it's just, you know, to play Mythic Plus, you need a bit of balance. And there is no balance in the Legion remix. You know, there are some people that are doing like 20 times the damage of others. It's not fun, you know. I know a lot of people are having fun just being overpowered and stuff, but if you want to do Mythic Plus, you want to, like, you know, compete on damage and all those things, but in Legion Remix it's not like feasible. So what the hell? Okay, I'm gonna relog completely. I exit game and all those things. Come on, let me in. Sorry if you see a black screen. It's not letting me in. Oh, you're only in for mounts. I'm pretty much in for the same thing, Spider Cat. Like, actually, there's not many mounts I don't have. I think with like 1,000,000 bronze, I have everything I need. Like, mostly the new things that Blizzard added into the game. Because I already have everything from Legion. I played that expansion too much. Actually, I played Legion too on a healthy, like, degree. Okay, we're back into the game, so let's try to find some keys to do. Hopefully there's more, you know, since now there's not the restarts that's happening. Okay, let's find a key. Find a group. 16, 17. And let's that key be priority plus 1 minimum score so we don't get the buyers and stuff. There are some keys there. Okay, if these guys get me, they can get a shaman healer and we're good. If this guy gets me, he gets a carry. Because I'm a monster. No, Spider Cat, you're on the same plane as me. I don't need too many mounts of Legion Remix. I was gonna play it so much, but I kinda started hating it because whenever I got into Mythic Plus, like, there was just the tank just destroying everything in the key, and I didn't do anything, and doesn't feel good, you know. I wanna play the Mythic Plus key. The problem is, it is remix, and it's made for people that wanna be overpowered, you know. Okay, my game crashed. Yeah, my game crashed. GG's. I'll relog. Sorry if you see a black screen. Yeah, my game crashed. Stormring is dead. Come on, let me in, again. Yeah, it is. It is dead. It kicked me again. I just gotta go back and press the button till it gets me in. It's gonna be like that, you know, a bit unstable, mostly because of they're doing stuff with other servers. It's fine, it's fine. That's why we start the stream early, you know? By the way, if you know if you know, I normally start my streams like very late at night because of these things, you know. Sometimes stuff happens in the day and I don't want to deal with them, but they do happen. Come on, let me in, let me in. Oh, it's not good. Damn. Maybe I have to like fully restart it, or it's the game. I think it's the game. That's why I stream late night, you know. At late night, no one. I'm on Stormreach server, by the way. It's one of the biggest servers, so it's always like this whenever there's some changes. Okay, let's see if we get in. Finally, I'm on the loading screen. Let's see, let's see. Can I get in? Okay, I'm in. Finally! What the hell? That was such a long time to wait. Let's try to find some keys. Find a group. 16, 17. And okay, there's a key. There's one key, there's two keys, there's three keys. Okay, some of these guys have to take us, you know. We're pretty good, you know. Yeah, Stormreach server always gets like the bad end of the stick. It's a huge server. You can sell a lot of stuff there. It's a really good server for economy, but it is a very full server, so it always has its like downfalls whenever there's connectivity issues. But I still love the server. I wouldn't leave it for anywhere else. We just have to keep queuing. Come on, someone take us. Like literally, I'm higher score than most of these guys. What the hell? They wanna carry or something? I can carry them, you know. I do a lot of them. Okay, I think if we don't get, okay, I'm gonna put a timer. So if we don't get into a key in 5 minutes, I'm gonna just do my own key and hope for the best, guys. You know, just pray for an upgrade. We just need one key to get to resilience 16s. Just a priority, and then we can just start working on our 17s. Although we have done 17s, you know, we got Gambit and Eldani, which is like very easy keys, but still, you know, we can start working on those 17s. It's funny that people don't accept red paladins. We're one of the best DPS in this patch, especially after the nerfs on hunters. We are better than hunters. Actually, they have funnel, we don't have it, but we're best in places where there's a lot of targets. We're giga best. Yeah, priority for resilient, and then I got 16, and then I can just keep doing 17s and stuff. It's rough out there, man, without a group. You know, if I had my group, I could be doing 18s at the moment. Like everything on 18 should be done with my old group, my friends. I miss my friends. Don't tell them I said that. Nah, my homies are my homies. I do miss them a lot. You guys probably knew the channel from when I played in Shadowlands with them. Those were glorious times, you know. I was doing like 15s in Shadowlands first week and stuff. Good times. But that's because you have a coordinated group that does perfectly well, you know. I know, I could join a team. The problem is I haven't meshed with some of the people I've tried to join, you know. Some of them are just too, you gotta change your class, you gotta play other things, you know, why don't you play a Death Knight? And I'm like, dude, I just wanna play a paladin. I love my paladin, you know. And that's the main reason I haven't joined other people that are pushing. A lot of people are just very toxic. So I'm just sticking to the pug world. maybe it's just a few ones that I looked. I should look further. But anyways, by the way, I'll be pushing with my old team in December, because my tank, which is the leader of the group, he knows as well he's the biggest of the bunch. he is gonna come back for a few keys on December, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot of content there. And yeah, you're gonna see basically the same thing you saw if you saw me in Shadowlands. A lot of high keys and all those things. So I'm preparing mostly for that. Just want to get as much eye level I can to play with my old friend. Anyways, let's keep trying to get into something, you know. Oh, actually the timer is... No, I said 5 minutes, right? So we got 1 minute more. There actually isn't even something to queue up. Yeah, we can do it, CK, you know, we can do it. Actually, we're gonna do it. Like, we're pretty overpowered when we're together. Because you know me, you know, I do my stuff, but like when I'm with my team, I always listen to our leader. That's a warrior friend of mine. Yeah, he always like tells us everything we gotta know. He's just incredible leader. We also have our like special stuff that has to be done. That's my Demon Hunter friend. And we got a great healer. That's my friend Box. We still play with Box a lot, but he's just the best when he's the healer. Like we're a very well-oiled machine, you know. Well-oiled machine. That's what I want to say. You know, we all mesh well with each other, and any content that seems hard, it's like super easy when I do it with them. We've always missed a fifth though. We're always like 4 and then random DPS that we push, we carry. It's very funny. Sometimes we get a really good DPS. Like we had a mage friend, was Mike. He was really good with us in Shadowlands. So sometimes we find someone like them, like him, but normally it's just us and finding some extra fort. Oh, there's some keys. Let's queue up. Okay, these last keys I queue up, then I'll do my own. I know, Spider Cat. It is the life of a pug to be declined all the time. Okay, let's give it 4 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes. Then I just do my key. Actually, you know, I'm just gonna do my own key. It's too long. Let's go. Arcana 16. To be honest, we need a DK and we need a lust. So let's wait for the list to fill. This is one of the keys that's annoying. You really need a DK for some of the pulls, especially those little bug thingies that sound alarm. So healer can be anything actually, I think. Probably Shami. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick Shami, DK DPS. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, you know, I took so long to get into a key. That's the life of the DPS key players. I do got some matches on Tinder though. I'm watching my phone, by the way. That's my second screen. Yeah, I know, Spider Cat. But it's funny, you know, I got more matches on Tinder than I have, like, that I could join to a key. I have not a single person that invited me, and I have matches on Tinder. It's so funny. Yeah, I use my phone as the second screen here. My old one died. If you maybe you didn't hear it on the, like on old streams, I normally complain of my screen because it always like died. So I just started using my phone, and that works better. So I can read chat and stuff. Okay, this guy's fine. 710. Shami healer. Now we need a DK DPS. And I guess a hunter? Okay, this hunter's fine. Actually, no, this one is better. They'll do fine. They're hunters. Oh, let's get this guy. Look, 33. I want to take him. Just because of that number. He's got like... That's a poker, right? 4 are the same? Poker. I want to take it, but I'm going to wait a bit. What beats poker? Like, I did play poker. It's King's, what do you call it? King's Flush or something like that. We do need a DK DPS. It's kind of annoying to get, especially because they are so boosted at the moment. Like a lot of DKs just skip a lot of key levels because they have the utility. I'll get this guy. I just like his score. 33. Come on, take the invite so I can delist. Nice. Okay, let's delist, relist. Yeah, you know it, CK. Like, invites are so easy if you're a DK. There's so many places where just the grip is nice. Like in Priority, you want grips. In Arakara, you want grips. In House of Atonement, you also want grips, just to make everything die evenly. Now we wait. Yeah, hunters are actually as popular as Retribution Paladins. Actually, a bit more. Hunter community is huge. Red Paladin community is smaller than them. I think it's mostly because of the pet. You know, a lot of people like pets. I love my pets. I have a little, well, not a little. She's a huge cat. She's a very fat cat. Her name is Akisha. And sometimes when you see me complaining because I died sometimes, it's because she likes to stand on my keyboard and stuff. And if you ever see if you ever hear my microphone drop or something like that, it's because of her. I love animals. I also have my little dog. She's called Pelusa, and she's a little white dog. She's very cute, so I always have her. She never comes near me to the keyboard and computer because I don't know. She fears my cat, I think, most of the things. But I love them both, you know. Where am I? I got lost. Anyways, there's no DK, so we gotta wait. I got lost in sauce. Oh, what the hell? I died? Oh, we're fine, we're fine. Yeah, man, I think pets bring a lot of happiness to our lives. You know, pets are not there all your life, but they make your life complete. That's my thoughts. Because you always remember, you know, your pets. I remember everything. I had a bunny. I had little parrots. I had another small cat that we named Tom, that died early. So I remember all my pets, and I love them equally. I need a DK. What the hell is this? I really want a DK though. Can you come? You're 720, so you should be good. Let's go. No Addon gaming, guys. Okay, let's turn the music off. Did he accept? Oh, he didn't. Damn it. Okay, put the music back on. I do think that the same thing as Spider Cat. I think, like, you know, the spirits of animals and humans exist after death, and they accompany us, you know, and it's fine. It's nice to think that, you know, our departed ones are there with us in other times of need. Okay, this guy's fine. 717, 3255. He'll be fine, you know. He just has to pull stuff. Let's go. This is mythic. It's mythic. Okay, let's go. You need that recipe from your, you know, your grandma. The good old, like, the bread recipe. You know, because grandmas make some great bread, or, like, you know, delicious baked stuff, you know. Okay, let's game. Okay, music has to go off. So let's do this key. Should be chill. Everyone's here. I need someone to give me crit though. You give crit. Okay, that's crit. We took like half an hour to get a group because that's my flask there. Let's get some food and ready check. Good old potato salad. Nice, nice. I mean, I love potato, man. I would die for like some French fries. Especially because like potatoes in my country are so delicious. I don't know if you know Bolivia, but we have the best potatoes in the whole Latin America place. Who's kicking mini boss? I'm guessing the range. I'll do another recheck. Okay, someone kick the mini boss and we'll be fine. Okay, that's the range. Okay, good. Let's go. I have to go with my other build. I don't like this build, but I have to do it because this key has very little mobs that are important. Our tank friend is gone, so we gotta wait. Yeah, by the way, a lot of potatoes like are great from Latin America, even not like just Bolivian ones. We have like so much variety, that so many types of potatoes. Oh, I'm glad, Spider Cat. I'm glad, man. Glad you're having fun here. I'm gonna do a raid check here. We're mostly chilling, you know. I like to learn, teach people to play Red Paladins, but we're not just super serious. No, we game, we play, we chill, all those things. I very rarely rage and stuff. or get annoyed, you know. I mostly laugh it off. It's my way to be. Our tank is not here though. Where is he? Okay, I'm gonna give him a minute, and I'm gonna kick him if not, and just find someone else. Because he's been taking a while. And people are getting impatient, and that's not very good, because then they make mistakes. Oh, for sure, Spider Cat, man. I never let anything to ruin my game. I just like to play WoW, you know. I played it for so long. I played it when I was like, when I didn't have any money, and I played like private servers, and then I played it when I had money with normal servers. Okay, the guy's here, so let's just already check it in. I don't mind. Just wanna play the game. Okay, let's go. So basically the thing is, we're not using any combat add-ons, by the way. We're just using big wigs for the timer, which is gonna be in midnight, and we're also using the damage meter, which is also gonna be in midnight. And after that, we're not using any weak chorus. I think we died here because we went too late. And we gotta use the defensive eventually. Where's he going? Where's he going? Big boss, big boss. Duke. I'm dying. Oh. You can stay behind the spider as long as you don't touch the eggs. Who died? Oh, someone touched the eggs. Damn it. Don't have to move. Homie, move. Come on, kill the spider. I'm surprised these two spiders are still alive. I'm gonna dispel that. Myself, fake hammer, nice. As you can see, all the information I need is on my screen. I don't really need the weak auras. I don't need anything, you know. If I need a dispel, it's like on the top right of my screen. I'm just gonna throw 30-second cooldowns here and save for 2 minutes for the next pack. Because next pack, oh, tank's dead. What?
I simply wish you had lasted a
Okay,
little
that's a rip. What the hell happened there? The tank died. I haven't seen that happen in a while. Jesus Christ. Okay, we got a 15 now. So we gotta go wait a bit. Never gonna rage, you know. Just GG's. At the end of the day, everyone is human. So let's just go back to Dornogal. Yeah, I know, Emmanuel. He just dropped. He died. Literally, he just dropped dead in a second. That was instant death. Oh, nice spider cat. At the moment I'm also just using like details and stuff. The only thing I have to repair is my weapon, by the way, because I'm a blacksmith, so I can just manually save 1,000 gold every time. Takes a while though. Manually pressing the button. Let's try to get into a key now. Let's try to get into that last priority, so we can start doing 17s. Like I'm 100% sure I can do 17s, no problems asked. Like look at the damage. Like this is the overall 16k, almost 17k DPS I'm doing in that place. Like I'm 100% sure I can just plow anything if I get the chance, you know. That's the thing. Yo, I think details is fine, you know. And by the way, Blizzard is going to make their own details in Midnight, so that's a good thing to keep on. That's the main reason I keep it here. You know, I want to know the damage I'm doing, all those things. So details is gonna be there for Midnight, although at the moment in the alpha is not there, but they're gonna make it work. You know, it's very easy. It's just telling whatever is happening in the combat log to another part of the game, you know. So it's gonna be very simple to make it happen. So that's the main reason I'm keeping details at the moment, but weak auras are basically gone. The only thing I'm using is base UI, and it's pretty clean, as you can see. You know, we got our 3 cooldowns up here on the left, and we got our 3 small cooldowns that are important on the right. And normally on the right, there's only in Midnight there's only going to be 2 buttons there, because a Judgment is basically the same as Hammer of Wrath. It's gonna be even easier. And on the left side, actually, yeah, the left side is gonna be the same. No, actually no. We're only gonna have 2 cooldowns. It's gonna be Execution Sentence mixed with Final Reckoning plus Divine Toll, because Wake of Ashes is gonna be our wings. So yeah, we're gonna have to handle what? 2 cooldowns and like 5 rotational spells, and that's pretty much it. We're gonna be fine, guys, without weak auras and all those things. We're gonna be just fine. Okay, let's try to find a key. Find us. Oh, let's put some music on. I like that one. Let's look for 16, 16. There's 1 priority with 3 DPS. Damn it. Okay, let's give it 5 minutes. If I find something in 5 minutes, I'll do that. But if not, I'll just do my key, I guess. Oh yeah, Spider Cat. Man, look, I didn't use weak auras since Warlords of Draenor at the end until the last patch of BFA. Literally, I never used weak auras or any type of add-on, literally. Just details to know my damage. Mostly because I was a bit ignorant on the add-on things, you know. Until a friend told me, okay, you can use weak auras to put stuff on your screen. And I was like, damn, I really can, and I put them, you know. And I started using add-ons at around like Shadowlands, but before that I could do like really top content without them, and it was kind of a shock to me to start using add-ons at that point. I did use them but I didn't really like them too much. So normally I just used the basic things, you know. I used weak auras that only told me my own abilities. I never used weak auras that tell me like boss abilities or anything like that, because I can see when that happens when a boss does something. And other than that, yeah, I basically just use those pretty simple ways of add-ons. Just made my own UI. And now, after Blizzard announced that they're gonna make their own thing, you know, I said, you know what? It's time to leave the add-ons, you know, the weak auras, and just try to play with what we have. And it's gonna be better eventually, you know. They're missing a lot of stuff. Like I said, I want to track Empyrean hammers. Not Empyrean hammers. Empyrean, what you call it? Not this one. Where is it? Empyrean power. I want to track that. That thing is gonna still be there in midnight, but I want to track when it happens, because it doesn't have a spell effect whenever you proc it in your character, and it also doesn't have like nothing that tells you around your character. So they do have to fix those things. It's gonna be a good time, I think. I think midnight is gonna be like the reckoning of the guilds that have people that just do mechanics because they have add-ons. But it's also gonna be great for people that want to get into like a bit more advanced gameplay, that have been on the fringe, you know, because they are scared of the mechanics, because they now have a bit more accessibility to them without needing like external sources of information. So I think it's gonna be a great time for everyone. For me, it doesn't change much. I've always been playing without much of the extra add-on things, you know. I've never used, for example, a sound add-on that tells me when something's happening, like a horn or a, I don't know. People use very weird stuff like that. Let me show you some stuff, like sound effects I used, not I used, but I found that people used. Just you're gonna sound it. You're gonna laugh, you know. So a lot of people used. Where is it? Okay, a lot of people use this sound. Okay, that's the basic crunch sound, you know. Others use this, you know. Others use this. Yeah, there's so many like weird sound effects. Okay, the meow. Yeah, the meow. It's so immersion breaking, you know. I don't know how people can play with like those things banging at your ears. It's so weird for me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just glad that baseline WoW is gonna be good for everyone. So maybe we can get new players, because you know League of Legends players can just play like use 6 keys, and then if not, their brain explodes. And I'm not talking about Dota players, because I do respect those guys. Those guys like have to handle like 7 unused items plus their spells and whatever 17-second stuns they have. It's just Dota players I give the shade. Anyways, let's go in to find something. There's no priorities. Oh, there's one. Maybe this guy wants us. I would love to join this guy in the old ship priority, but the problem is I'm gonna lag. Okay, let's wait. Let's give it 3 minutes. Then I'll do my own one. Yeah, it's all up to Barajin if he invites us. We do have higher score than him, so I think we can do that. Okay, I guess we're not getting invited to that. Maybe this? Like, priority is so easy with 2 paladins. We have so much utility. Especially for the second boss, we can just, like, if you got Prot Pally, you got Bubble plus Magic Bomb, and then you have me with my normal wing Bubble. And you never have to do the mechanics. I think he's going, oh yeah, he's going for the melee comp. Maybe this guy? I guess I'll do my 15 hour. Oh, nice, nice. We got it. We got it. This is the run, guys. What's the DPS looking like? Got Orc Fury Warrior. We got Ellie Shami. Okay, I'll take it. Let's go. Now we got Healer Pally. Nice, nice, nice. Now we need a... Actually, we probably need a Demon Hunter or Paladin tank. That's pretty much what we want. Okay, we got a Monk. Interesting pick, but I guess that there was nothing better. So let's go.
Someone didn't get the message. These are earthen resources. We need you to mount a defense.
You know, I could actually teleport there, but I like flying. Okay, this should be, by the way, a key that you want to do with Final Reckoning. You don't want to do this place with Execution Sentence because you lose so much damage. So we're gonna use this build, and it's in the description of the video if you want to copy it as like the AOE build. So let's go. Okay, let's send it. Where is our leader? True, Spider Cat, by the way. Just read your message. Like, Oshi players, to be honest, it's very hard to play with them because of the ping difference. Okay, so I gotta get new flask, new potion, and I need someone that has crit. Pure water, mastery, haste, and this guy has that guy has crit. We need this thing and our tenderloins. Let's go. Okay, the kick is Sham Warrior Pally, and he's gonna get back up. That's for the boss, I guess, you know. So I'm after Warrior. Where's Warrior? Fury, Biggie. Biggie is the Warrior. Okay, let's go. Okay, sounds good. We kick Fireball, we win. Literally, if we get past the first boss, we got this cube. We have so much damage, guys. You don't know how much damage we have here. So I'm Sham Warrior Pally. I'm the last kick. I'm the third kick on Mage thing. Let's go. Let's send it. No Addon gaming. Shit, no. Oh, thank God. I want to swap this. Nice. Okay, we go now. We game. I hate the first boss on this place mostly. Spider Cat. Like second boss is easy because I can just trivialize the mechanic with bubble.
3,
Especially like the 5 stack, and if you have another paladin, he can prot pal, he can do the another 5 stack and then a 3 stack with magic bob. And if you have a death knight, you don't do another one. So basically, you just don't do the mechanics. The first boss is the problem. I have to bob myself here, those bastards. Sorry guys, I wasn't showing you the... Wasn't showing the damage. Blind here. Damage is a bit low, especially on the main target. Normally I don't target this guy because he dies. Our damage is kind of lowish. Yeah, we're losing a lot of time here.
Shame, ma'am. Your training grounds
We're just gonna... Oh, okay, that feels good, I guess. Full CDs. Damage is very low. He has to like change this to something or we're fucked. Yeah, he really has to change it to something. This is not good. It's gonna pull. Yeah. Ooh. Got a defensive here. Nice. You gotta do it on the big target. That guy's dead. Seconds we have cooldowns. Got rubble. Tank's dead. That's a rip. Yeah, we didn't have enough damage, guys.
I wish you had lasted a little longer.
Oh man. Did you butt pull? No, we just pulled. I saw the tank just
Get the zoomies.
go into that pull.
Take one for a run
Let's just say
towards letting
GG's
someone.
and leave. No one did pull that. Tank went in. I saw that. Okay. Anyways. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, let's find another key. Let's put the music on. Yes, J-Trap. Okay, let me show you what the cooldown manager is in Dornogal. You're gonna find out that it's basically the same thing as weak auras, you know? It's very, very similar to it. Obviously, it needs a bit of work because it's like the crude version that we have at the moment. The one they have in the alpha is a lot more advanced, where you can actually pick what you put in the slots. The one I am using here is one that I had to like make some interesting changes to make it work like I want, you know? For example, like this is my UI with the blizzard, you know? I got there's one thing here. It's messed up. This thing. Advanced addons. I want. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, so this is my UI with just no weak auras. Final Reckoning, Divine Toll. Final Reckoning, Divine Hammers, Divine Toll, and on the other side we have our just utility, not utility, but like rotational cooldowns. You know, Hammer of Wrath, Judgment, and Wake of Ashes. So now, if I activate my weak auras, let me show you what I have, and this is what I've been telling you all the time. These are my cooldowns. So if I, let's say, play the game, you know, and throw stuff out, okay, those are the things that are happening. So most of the things that you can see here on the weak auras are now shown in the normal stuff that Blizzard gave us, you know. The only things that they don't show us are trinket trackers, and yeah, that's pretty much it, because after all that you saw glowing on my screen, that's also on the stuff that Blizzard gave us. Just let me show you, you know, because you saw a lot of things like there. Now let's see what happens with the normal UI, you know. I gotta wait a minute and a half. Anyways, we have the same functionality, but instead of having things glow on the left side of my screen, I have them as bars on the right side of my screen, you know. That's the only thing that's different. And I still have things that remind me to use stuff. For example, on top here, instead of this 13 punch hammer that I have here, I have my Crusade, and I also have my Empyrean Legacy things there. So I always know what to use at all times. You wanna 1 to 5 cooldown, and actually that would be nice, you know, if people don't wanna have, you know, because we have this normal one. You have this thing, you know, under my character you can see there's 5 things, and not everyone looks at that. I think they could put it like on the top of the screen, you know? Like 5 things on the top of my screen to tell me what my holy power is, if I wanted to. Personally, I don't need it because I just know whenever I have holy power. It's just muscle memory. But it could be nice for other people that don't have it, you know? Nice, J-Trap, nice. But we gotta now learn to live without weak auras, you know? We gotta just play the game without them. And I'm gonna swap the music. This is... Okay, that one's nice. Okay. Sounds a lot happier. Okay, let's try to find another key then. The main point of the stream is that we don't need add-ons, guys, by the way. If you're a red paladin and you're worried about all these things that are happening WoW at the moment, you don't have to. Like, we don't need as many add-ons as people tell you to use. If you play red paladin for a bit, you're just gonna learn the basics of it, and then it's gonna be just something that's in your head all the time. You're not gonna need most of these weak auras or anything like that. And you might not even need all these like normal things that Blizzard is gonna tell you to have in your screen. It's gonna be pretty simple to play. Yes. Actually, I do recommend doing that, especially in single turret situations. If there is one condition though, if your free hammer of light is between 10 seconds of your next execution sentence, yes, save. If not, just use it, because you might be able to proc another one in your window of your next execution sentence, you know? So if it's under 10 seconds, save it. If it's over that, just use it. Okay, let's go find a key. That was a free key. I don't know why we failed that. People be sucking these days. Okay, that's a priori with a paladin. Maybe they get me in? Who knows? Okay, let's put 16 to 17, so we check how many keys are up. Oh man, everyone's playing Legion. What the hell? I guess I'll queue for some 17s, you know, because if people are not playing, maybe I get in. Alright, anything except Gambit and Aldani. I should actually put like something on my note, like big damn or something like that. I don't know. Ooh, there's a priority 17 here. Come on, get me in, get me in. I want to check one thing. I've been making these like investments in Desolate Talos and what you call it, the other herb, the Phantom Bloom. Okay, so my investments went to hell. That is really bad. Yes, the curse signet is gonna seem better for you normally because it considers that you're using the signet on every single time, you know, on cooldown, which means that sometimes you're not gonna be using it with your divine hammers. It is a very good trinket if you use it on cooldown and remember to use it, because you know you gotta stand there for like 1.5 seconds to channel it, which sometimes it is annoying and it can't be done all the times, but it's a very powerful trinket if you can use it correctly. It is actually better stats than the priority signet, but the thing of the priority signet is that you can just macro it to your wings and just don't care about it because it's a 2-minute cooldown, you know, not wings but hammers, you know, divine hammers, which you can't do with the stone thing. You gotta just use it manually. To be honest, on the week of the 21st of October, instead of using any of those things, use this. Incorporeal Essence Gorger. This thing you're gonna be able to buy from one of the guys in the Delves after a Delve 9 on heroic item level. And this is one of the best trinkets that you're gonna be able to get, because not only it gives you strength, it also gives you around 14% extra damage and versatility, which is pure damage, you know, because we're not DRing any of that. So it is just a really good trinket. My combo for the whole season after this is gonna be this trinket on heroic when I can buy it, and after that I'm gonna use a mythic Solia's secret technique, which I'm gonna be either mastery or critical strike depending on my stats. So those are gonna be my best installed trinkets for me. Now you can also follow the guide, you know, which gives you the trinket from the Forge Weaver, which is also really good. The problem with that trinket I have is that sometimes it might kill you in high keys if you're low enough. Others is that it is weaker in certain scenarios where you're not doing big pulls around the trinket, because it's a 2-minute cooldown trinket that doesn't give you strength, it gives you critical strike. So it might be weaker in certain scenarios, but a strength trinket that gives you 14% extra extra damage just on the get-go, that's pretty good. And the other one is, I think this trinket is so overrated, Astral Antenna. People should actually put 30% miss rate on this trinket all the time when they sim, because it looks so much better than it is. It's a crappy trinket. I hate this thing. I don't use it. I have it, but I would disenchant it. Actually, you know, I'm gonna destroy it now. No, actually I won't. I just want to have it here, but I would destroy it eventually. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. This trinket is garbage. I don't like it. I have a heroic version, but it's gone because it's a bad trinket. It doesn't proc as much as you think. Yes, it procs a lot, but you miss so many of the orbs because you have to move a lot in mythic dungeons and in raids. It's just a bad trinket, you know. So as you can see there, I deleted a heroic version of the feather or antenna, whatever it is. So it's not a good trinket. It's just it's a bait sometimes, you know. Unless you can track those orbs all the time, it's a very big bait. Oh, J-Trap, you didn't want me to delete it? Okay, it's dead. I did it. You know what? I prefer the Solia secret technique, you know. I'm a believer of stats. You know me, guys, you know, I'm a believer of stats. Okay, that thing had speed. What the hell? Yeah, okay. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, I can help you decide that. Okay, so Pacemaker, I think, is one of the best passive ones. Then after that, the problem is you can't pick Signet, because Signet gives you a bunch of critical strike, so it's gonna DR with your Pacemaker thing. So you need something that gives you something that's not critical. I actually, J-Trap, I really recommend going for this, you know. On the 21st of October, go get this thing on heroic item level. And it's gonna give you a bunch of extra versatility that's gonna stack really well with the extra critical strike with the pacemaker trinket. So this is gonna be your on use, and pacemaker your just passive trinket. I think that's the best thing I can tell you. I'm gonna do something like that. Like I told you, you know, I'm gonna use Essence Gorger plus Solia. Currently, if you don't have the heroic version of this trinket, it's not good. But if you have it, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, go try to get it in Delts. But the only version that's good is the heroic one. That's the thing. If you can't get a heroic version of this trinket, it's not that good. You know, you're better off using everything else. But next week, you know, actually no, the 21st week, we can just buy the heroic version of these trinkets. So it's gonna be really good. You know me, I'm a fan of consistency, so I like those types of trinkets. Anyways, let's try to get into a key, you know. I've been yapping too much here. Let's find a priority key first, and then if not, we just find something else. Okay, we just have to do our key. 15 on our card, okay. Not the best key, but it's what we have. Hey, that's rough. No one wants to do this key. It happens, it happens. Okay, there is our people. So who do we hell get? Okay, that's a druid. We do wanna, you know what the hell, Dark Paladins, Death Knights, those guys. Always forget their names. Now we actually just have to get this guy because there's very little tanks in the game at the moment, so got no choice. Okay, this hunter doesn't look that bad, so let's take him, and now let's find a DK, you know, a Donkey Kong. The homie says, be right back, going to let my dog, 5 minutes, that's fine. I love dogs, man. I love dogs, I love my cat. I saw a lot of drama, you know, these days. I just became like back to the internet and all those stuff. I saw so much drama. I always get like stuff from Asmongold and I also get stuff from Hazan's. It's weird because normally I get the Asmongold stuff because he talks a lot about games. And I don't know why I get from the other guy, you know. I don't like him too much. Also because he shocks dogs and stuff. Eh. I don't like that guy. Asmon's good though. I like him. He's a fine dude. I need a DK. What the hell? Where is DK's? Where is DK? Where's Donkey Kong? I mean, can we do it without a DK? Maybe. Is it a lot easier with him? Yes. Gotta wait like a minute or more. Like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Man, I also ran out of soda. I don't know, what sodas do you like? I like 7-Up or Coke Zero. I don't like too much sugar in my stuff. And there's no DKs, what the hell? I'm just gonna put that there. Yeah. Okay, you know, sure. Let's trust the warrior. He's down 17, so, you know. Also, I'm bored, so let's go. Let's go. Oh, let's tell him. Okay, let's go. I know one thing is just do damage, so hopefully that gets us through. Let's stop the music. Let's do the key. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need someone to give me crit. You give crit? Ah, that's verse. That's haste. That's haste. I need someone to give me at least mastery. So last guy it is. That's warrior. That's not good. Okay, I'll give it to the monk, and then I have to swap my gem. Where is it? Critical strike. Yeah, that's... And I need flask of mastery. What else? Mastery. Quit. This thing and food. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'll follow the guy. He's talking about the route, but I actually don't know what the hell is happening, so let's just move. Okay, everyone's ready. Let's go. Countdown. Send it. It's 15 resilience, so we should be easy. Did it? Okay. I was clicking the thingy, but it doesn't work. Didn't go off. Okay, let's go.
5,
Oh crap! I'm with the final reckoning build. This is bad. This is not good. Okay, we're gonna blast mobs, but our boss damage is gonna be horrible. Not good, not good. Let's wait. Give the guy freedom. Move. Ooh, we're dying. Someone has to kick that thing. Oh, we're dead. I'll kick it. Oh, the tank is in a cocoon or something. There's no way to stand. Oh. Okay, we're fine. We're alive. That's very annoying. Thanks. Been a crap again. Yeah, okay, that was rough. Okay, we didn't die. He's okay. He has a positive attitude, but I'm not so happy, you know. I'm gonna send like just 30 seconds easier. The other guy says no comment. And 5 seconds so we can just use full cooldowns. Okay, we got it. I'm getting hit by something. 30 seconds CDs are up. Let's go. Big spider. Let's try to stand. in the back. Small defensive here, just in case. You don't want to die. Get ascended now. We have. Healer doesn't have any mana. Gotta wait for him in a bit. Let's kill Big Spider. Kill Big Spider. Nice. Okay. I think he can sit for a second and we are just fine. Never mind, he doesn't sit. We need someone to kick that spider. I'll kick next. Let's kick. 13 seconds for cooldowns.
I simply
Ooh, what the
wish
hell?
you had lasted a little longer.
Ah, that's a jab. That's a melee attack. I think he got just too far away from the mob and I just died. This is really bad. Like, we're already on the clock and double DPS dying is pretty bad. That's not even the frontal. Like, the frontal is magic damage. We got just jabbed. Whatever that is. No cooldowns here. Just finish this thing off with 30-second stuff. You see, that's spray. It's not jab. Oh yeah, we didn't hero. Nice. You hero the boss, I guess, now. Last hero. Let's go. Send. Five seconds. 5 seconds. I have bubble. I mean, not bubble, but. Be good. Be good. Actually, half done. Oof. That almost killed me. I hate that boss. It's very annoying.
Intruders. Find them.
But you know what's more annoying? These mobs. I hate these big scarab thingies. Fuck them. I need 8 seconds. It's not offensive. Okay, we're back. Oh, we're gonna go right side. Nice. That's good. Left side is really good, but we need a DK to pull the little mobs. I have full cooldowns. We can go anything at the moment. That's good. That's yo, big scarab. Come on, kill it. No blind. We're back. Let's send them 1 minute CDs. Yeah, this place is not good for execution sentence. If I was using that thing, wasn't very good or effective. The other side is better for it, but nice. A big scarab. That's my bad. Fucked up. I think they were gonna skip this big scarab. I'm not sure. I need cooldowns, 5 seconds. Let's go, send it. Come on, good. Nice. This is my hero pool. Oh. I think he wanted us to pull hero with that. I think that's gonna be bosses for now. I'm very sorry, but I had to do that, you know? Homie was just going too slow. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 8 seconds. Oh, I thought he was down there. He's not that ruthless. I've seen some tanks that just go crazy, you know? Don't even wait for stuff to be dead. We got a lot of time, by the way, guys. This is a lot of time. We need just 2 bosses dead. Each boss is... like, both bosses are 7 minutes. The only thing that's gonna mess us up is if people forget to play the game. Full cooldowns now. Send it. Ooh, I'm dead. Okay, that's my bad. I need a res. I'm alive. Okay, that's my mega bad, by the way. I stood on the crap and I died. I was gonna stand in the crap and press bubble, but forgot. Must have forgot, man. Must have forgot. Ooh. Oh, resin. Never mind, someone got him. Ooh, healer's dead. A coop. Is this rescue? It is rescue, but it's probably gonna be the last kill of the night for me. Maybe we can live. You know, who knows? Maybe we don't need the healer, man. I'm gonna sack the healer next time he gets. Never mind. Couldn't even see him. Yeah, we got this. Oh, no, okay. We don't have this. Okay, that was a disaster. GG's. Oh, man. So close, but it's K. No, it's a resilient. We'll do it tomorrow, guys. We'll do it tomorrow. For now, I think that's gonna be the end of the stream. It's gonna be a short one, you know. I just wanted to tell you guys I'm still alive. Oh, I have to go to Addon, right? Oh, both successful. Nice. Okay. It was good. It was good. Let me check how was damage. Damage was pretty even, actually. Almost third. Mostly because this place is not a good key for Final Reckoning. It's actually a pretty bad one because most of the mobs you want to kill reduce the damage of other mobs around them, you know, the big beetle stuff and all those things. Those are horrible for Final Reckoning. They reduce your damage by a lot. So I'm gonna make that video, you know, and release it probably tomorrow, or if not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, so you guys know what exactly to use in every dungeon. But for now, this is gonna be my goodbye tonight. I know I'm gonna go early, but I do have to go out tonight. I got some nice dates. So see you guys, and thanks everyone for watching. I'll be seeing you probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow anyways. So have a great night, guys.